What's up, everybody? Kelfka here, and today we are talking about five things we are doing to get ready for the Abattoir of ZIR. And I'm super excited to be playing on December 5th. So, just a heads up, if everyone hasn't heard of the Abattoir of ZIR, it is the end game content for Season 2. Season 2 is come a long way from Season 1 when we got a lot of new things added, but on December 5th, they are adding an end game content that they said you are not going to complete this. They said we will not get. They pointed at Kelfka. They said, Kelfka, you are not going to complete this. You're not going to get past level 25. You're not going to complete this by the end of the season. I'm like, yeah, freaking right. So we had to think of five things that we're going to do to get ready. We got what, 13 days or so before it launches. By the way, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Early Thanksgiving. If you're watching this video, thank you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Tell me there's things you're doing to prepare, but here's my five things coming at you. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is crafting sigils. So there will be a new bucket, and it's going to look something like this. It's called the Blood Forge Sigils. Actually, it's going to look exactly like this. We got the picture. Sneak peek. What up? So Blood Forge Sigils, and you are going to have to spend a ton of sigil power. So I'm talking thousands upon thousands of sigil power. So farm sigil power. I'm gonna set a goal for myself to have 25,000 sigil power before December 5th. 25,000 because 800 times 25 is yeah, you got it. 20,000. That's what it is. 20,000 sigil powder if you do not fail and you complete each time you run a Blood Forge sigil. And you're going to have to keep on running these because when we talk about what's at stake, it's the unique glyph. It's the Tears of Blood. That unique glyph goes up to level 200. So you're going to be running the crap out of these, and you're going to want that sigil powder to craft the next stage, and you're just going to have to do a ton of them. So farm up the sigil powder. You're going to need it. I'm shooting for 25k. Um, as you can see, I'm currently, what are we currently at? Let me put it down here. We're currently, okay, we got 14,000, 14,016 sigil powder right now. So we're going for 25k. Shoot, I might just make it 30. What up? 30. Can you get 30? Can I get 30 in the chat? 30 in a comment? All right, appreciate that. So that's what I'm doing. Probably the number one thing you could do is farm the sigil powder. So this isn't in any specific order. This is just the number one, but that is very important. So with that, we're going to take a look at the paragon board. So we just talked about number one. This is number two. This is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna be real with you, is if you don't have max level paragons right now, that's just gotta be like, you gotta go for your paragons because you are not gonna want to be leveling up your glyphs when there's a unique one out there that is increasing damage so much because, this thing, like I said before, could go to level 200. You're not gonna want to waste your time trying to level up all these other ones. So make sure you get the ones to 21 that you want or you think you might use to complete the abattoirs your higher levels. So, and honestly, like think of a couple builds in your class and level those to 21 because there might be something that comes out and it's like, oh, you should switch to this because this is what's killing level 20 plus. And if you don't have those glyphs leveled, you're going to be like, oh, that sucks. I screwed up. I should have been farming those. So number two is farm your glyph XP because you're not going to want to use it afterwards. You're going to be leveling up your Tears of Blood, and that's what's going to do an insane amount of damage. Look at that. Wrigley stats. Look at this. 2% damage for every 5 core stats at range. 50% bonus to all rare nodes. Where are we putting this? We're going to talk about that in a later video, but we already got some plans where we're putting this bad boy. So we're going to get this right away, and that is going to be amazing. I'm excited about it. All right, let's go on over to number three. another pro tip is to look at these, right? These are the ones that give Serpent's Lair gives 5 Grim Favors. Champion's Demise gives 5 Grim Favors. Okay, so right now it is absolutely none of these, which is trash, so I was hoping there would be. But sometimes you'll see this. Belfray, and this is the 5 Grim Favor. So you're going to want to go do the Belfray. So you get the 5 Grim Favors, so you get more Trio Whispers, right? So you're going to want to do Hell Tides when there's Grim Favors in here. So you could get more gold. And if you're feeling really low on gold and you've done all the Grim Favor stuff, just hang out here in the Blood Harvest. You get so many yellows and legendaries and they just sell and gold drops. Right now there's the bonus weekend. You're gonna make a ton of coin just chilling right here in these Blood Harvests. So I'm gonna try to get about 300 mil by the time we're ready for Abattoir of ZIR, just to have that stocked up. That's my goal. I'm way off on it right now. I get a little trigger happy. I'm always running the workshop. I don't know if you guys been a part of the workshop, but I'm always working and I'm shopping, and that's how I do it. So just make sure you're getting the gold so you don't feel like I am right now. So tell me what you think in the comments about these three first tips. I got two more coming your way. And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, the next one's a quick tip, but it's a good tip. You're not going to want to be halfway through and you got through level 12, 13, 14, 15, but you get to 16 on Avatar Azir and you're like, "What the heck? This is so hard." And then you're watching Kafka's YouTube video and he's like, "Oh, I beat level 16 with this build." And you're like, "Dang, Kafka's doing with that build. I should switch to that build." And then you're out of build crystals and you're like, no, I can't do Kefka's build. That sucks. So farm build crystals. I'm gonna get to 1,000 of these guys because I think that there's obviously gonna be different builds. They're gonna be better in situations, and you know, I currently think that I have a really good build for Abattoir here, so that's kind of like plan it out too. That's part of like this tip is if you plan out a build that you think is going to be really well, no matter what class it is. So I'm going in with charge bolts with a hybrid of ball lightning, so I could switch to ball lightning when I'm going against bosses at the end of the Abattoir of ZIR when you're fighting the boss, because ball lightning does obviously a lot more damage to bosses and you don't run out of mana. So that's my plan. That's my strat. You might see it and you might be like, dude, I need to switch to that. So you're going to say, all right, I wish I would have farmed the VO crystals. So that's tip number 4. Let's go to number 5. All right, tip number 5, big number 5 is pretty simple. Just farm as many Uber Uniques as you can because there's going to be different abilities on those Uber uniques that might come in handy. And I'm going to point one in particular, and then you guys could ask questions about other ones in the comments below. But farming Uber uniques is just going to be key because obviously they probably planned for this, right? They gave us the opportunity to farm those so they would actually be in the game and they do something. And obviously they're probably going to do something. So the Uber unique that I'm going to talk about is this one right here. So this is the Uber Unique staff and some things that this has that nothing else has, like something like this, is gain a random shrine effect for 10 to 20 seconds after killing an elite enemy. So this shrine effect, say you're on the boss and you have 30 seconds left and you know you're not going to kill him, but then artillery shrine pops. Boom. It's like instant death for him. Or blast wave. That's going to instant kill him too. So utilize this, or farm Uber unique, so you can try and utilize this if you need to for the Abattoir of ZIR. So this thing's pretty sweet. There's other ones like Shaco that are gonna be probably pretty good in it. I have yet to seen one. I've probably done over 100 runs and no Uber unique yet to show for. My brother's got threes. I'm just sitting here with nothing. But that's kind of the 5 tips I want to go over with you guys. Comment below if you think there's any tips that I missed, or you could help me out. Like I'm ready to go. Let me know. I'm ready to do this. So do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Appreciate you guys watching the video. That's it. Kafka out. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.